Today I'm going to be talking about why trading courses are bad, and they're bad not only for the people purchasing the courses, but also for the people selling them. And you might be wondering, well, why am I talking about this on my first video? And that's actually because I think that trading courses and why I think they're bad tie in really well as to why I'm going to be producing content on this YouTube channel. Why am I producing free content instead of charging for it? So I think it's really important to address that right at the beginning, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. But before I get into talking about that, first let me introduce myself. My name is Adrien, and I've been trading for around 3 years now. And this is actually not my first YouTube channel, as I have been uploading content for around 2 years now on a different YouTube channel that has become relatively successful. However, I have remained anonymous, as when I actually started producing videos on there, I was so young that I thought it would not be a good idea to show my face. However, now as I've gotten a little bit older and a little bit more experienced in trading, I think that through this format of videos, I will be able to produce much higher content, hopefully. And so you all will be able to learn a lot more than you previously would be able to. And within those 3 years of trading, I've traded in cryptocurrency, Forex, and stock markets. And through this experience, I've had a lot of experience within emerging markets specifically, as a lot of that trading has been within cryptocurrency as well as higher risk Forex investments. And so I think that through the experience I've had within those markets, translating that into a more conservative and higher return strategy that I will be able to teach you all on this YouTube channel will hopefully be valuable. And I also have experience within automated trading, which is something that I would say is fairly rare within the industry, as a lot of people tend to be much more secretive once they have experience within automated trading. And I actually have experience in automated trading because I have started my own fund in the past. Sadly, that did not end up being too successful. However, I still think that through that experience of working with developers, strategists, investors, etc., that I will be able to provide a lot more information on automated trading than pretty much anyone else online. And so hopefully through all these videos that I put out on this YouTube channel, you will be able to learn so much from them completely for free, as I'm going to talk about in this video. But now let's get right into talking about why I think trading courses are bad. So first, let me talk about why people produce YouTube videos. People produce YouTube videos in order to produce free content online that provides value to people. And what the content creators get in exchange is a following. So they get a community of people behind them. And that's a really awesome thing. Having a community, through my experience with a YouTube channel, is absolutely amazing. It's one of the most valuable things you can have because you meet so many different people. You get so many amazing connections. You are able to learn so many more things because you're exposed to new ideas all the time. And so creating that community is really valuable. However, what happens is as a lot of people start to grow, they start thinking more about how they can make money off of their YouTube channel. And through that, they start to have the idea of producing some sort of course. And what I'm going to say is that through a lot of these courses, pretty much all they're doing is they're repackaging content that you can find online and making it into a paid course about, finance or trading, etc. And the thing is that there's no set roadmap to becoming successful in finance. Finance and trading is really such a large industry, and there's so many different ways that you can go about doing it. There's so many different ways that you can fail at doing it, but also succeed at doing it, that there's no, direct roadmap to becoming successful. So already the premise of sort of having a course and becoming successful, in my opinion, is not really a good idea, because really all it takes is just persistence, a good mindset, and just continuously learning and getting experience within the markets in order to become successful. And I know it sounds simple, but it's really hard to do in practice, and that's why so many people fail. And so what ends up happening is, as these people create a course where they put content that I would argue is maybe not as valuable as they think it is, then what happens is all of that good content that they used to produce on their YouTube channel now has to go through the choice of either uploading it on their YouTube channel for free or on their course. And so what ends up happening is, as these people produce a course, they end up lowering the quality of their content on their YouTube channel. And I think there are a lot of people you can sort of match this up with. You'll see, content creators that used to be really good, they accumulated this huge following, And then they have a course, and pretty much all they're talking about on their YouTube videos is how if you paid for their course, then you would finally get access to all of that content. You can really feel that they're holding back on a lot of that information. And so what I've found through my experience with the YouTube channel is that, as I said before, a community is much more valuable than just selling a course. There's so much more that you can do with a community of people that, are teaching you so much stuff and is also allowing you to access so much more than ever before. And that is much more valuable than selling a course for, let's say, $1,000 to a couple hundred people. Although you might make, some money on the short term, in the long term, it's really just not a good idea. So what I plan on doing on this YouTube channel is providing pretty much everything that I think is valuable completely for free to you all on this YouTube channel about trading, and hopefully allow you to become successful. As I said in this video, there's no shortcut to success in trading. It's something that requires just experience, persistence, a good mindset. However, in addition to that, I do think it can be difficult to navigate through the huge industry of trading. And so hopefully whoever finds my content interesting and valuable will sort of stick with me through it and learn as much as possible. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching my first video. Hopefully you stick around for my first video coming out on Monday, as I'm actually going to post a video of live trading on the stock market open this Monday. I do hear it's going to open red, as the futures are already indicating. However, I also think that with all of this bad news that's been happening over the weekend, specifically with the virus and other things that everyone's heard of at this point, I do think that we could see a continuous downtrend continuing within this little dip that we've seen in the stock market and this recession, in fact. And I think that although, the Fed is trying to do as much as possible, I think that there's nothing they can do with the exponential growth of the virus at this point. And as long as the virus continues to expand at this rate, I think that this Monday open is definitely going to be very red. And there's probably even more negative news that's going to come out before this open. However, I do hope that the video I upload will be interesting to you guys regardless. And I cannot wait to start uploading content. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video, and see you all in the next one.